Howdy YouTubers, J Hart Outdoors here. It's been a while since we made a video. We've been busy. We relocated our rabbit colony. We dabbled in aquaponics and in hydroponics. So our hydroponics has been going for quite some time now, since winter, but we just finished our aquaponics system yesterday. So I want to show you guys what it is. It's pretty cool. I like it. So won't waste your time, we'll take you right to it. All it is an IBC Tote, which this one housed commercial blue and a manufacturing housing facility. It can hold up to 275 gallons of water. We don't fill it up to the top though, just in case it would happen to rain, then it would overflow. And what this aquaponics does, the difference between aquaponics and hydroponics, is aquaponics introduces fish to the system. So you keep your fish and your crayfish in here. Right now I just have a koi, a shabunkin, and a regular goldfish, and then I have a dozen or so crayfish in there. So I'll add more PVC pipe for the crayfish to hide around and down there in the bottom. This one floats. But all you do is you have your pump in here, and your pump, you'll run flex hosing up through around, I have mine zip tied. It'll run around and come out the top, and it'll spout. And up top here is where you'll have your vegetables or herbs, whatever you're planting. We have a little bit of cilantro, chives, carrots, watermelon, kale, lettuce in there. Basically things that we use quite a bit around here, but also things that the rabbits can enjoy too, like the lettuce and the carrots. So you can see some of the seeds that we put in here. We just sprinkled some in just to test and see if it works. Some we put in the rock wool here. You can see the seeds down in there, just to get them started until they start growing their roots. But what will happen is your fish will basically take a crap, and that'll get turned to ammonia, and the nitrates will get pumped up through your filter, up and around, and will come out into the vegetables. And the water will fill up to right about the top of these rocks here. The rocks are basically our soil in this situation. And so the water comes up, basically wets your seeds, and the water will cycle. And what I mean by that is this siphon right here actually sucks in water. You can't see it because of the rocks, but underneath the bottom there's a bulkhead fitting that goes into the base of the water tank here, and the water will get siphoned through this here. After the water gets 10 inches high up top here, the water will overflow, and there is a standpipe on the inside, which in a later video, if I make a how to build one of these, I'll explain everything in further detail. But there is a standpipe in the middle, and it'll suck the water back down through the base and back into the fish tank, and it will break cycle by air getting in through the legs, which are on the bell siphon. They look kind of like these legs here. All you do is just trim a piece of your base of your pipe off and make legs on it, just so air can get back into it, and it'll break the cycle. So the water will lower 10 inches in the fish tank, and will rise 10 inches in our grow bed. And then once it siphons, all 10 inches of that water will go back down into our fish tank, and there will be just 1 or 2 inches of water up here in our grow bed, and it will cycle. It'll continue to cycle as long as the pump is plugged in. So a normal cycle for the water to go from our fish tank to our grow bed at this rate here takes about 17 minutes to completely cycle through before it starts to siphon. The siphon is quicker because the water is coming out of a 3/4 inch pipe rather than just a little, dinky little fitting there. It only takes about 4.5 minutes to siphon back into the fish tank, and then 17 minutes to go back up and siphon 4.5 down. So later on I'll show you an update video once stuff gets growing, or if I add fish or crayfish. Our goal is to catch bluegill and grow them in here. That way you can not only grow your vegetables and herbs, but you can also grow your fish, so you can eat your fish. So that is our main goal. Right now we just have a koi and the shabunkin and goldfish just to keep things moving until we get enough bluegill to put in there. The crayfish are in there because we're also going to farm the crayfish, grow them, and also eat them as well. So that's our aquaponics system in a nutshell, basically. I will show you a more in-depth video of the aquaponics system later on down the road, and possibly a how-to if you guys want to see how to build them. It's really easy. So we're going to do 2 more videos back to back here. The next one we will do an update on our rabbits here, and then we'll continue with the hydroponics later on. So stay with us. Thank you.